Today, I'm looking at a channel that is new to me. It's called MartincitoPants. It's all one word, and I found this channel when I was scrolling through some Kerbal Space Program gameplay. Now, if you don't know what Kerbal Space Program is, I'm going to give you a quick just introduction. Kerbal Space Program is what you would get if you took, some fictional species, they're called Kerbals, and you're just basically, it's a NASA simulator, and you're just trying to get to space and trying to get to the moon, and, anyways, I stumbled on MartincitoPants' gameplay, and I've got to say, it's some pretty great stuff. Take a look.
Today, we'll be playing the greatest space disaster simulator to ever hit virtual store shelves. A game dedicated to constructing your own grand scientific endeavors, like how many Kerbals makes up an adequate crush space for this lander. A game that requires full activation of your frontal lobe. A game where ethics, morality, and the safety of your subjects take a backseat to science, exploration, and getting that bread. And a game where the inevitable catastrophic failure is often better than the mission itself. You may think that NASA has had some pretty terrible disasters over the years, but they have nothing on the Bean space program's preliminary rocket testing. This little guy made some poor decisions with the last remaining fuel, and has just been sitting here on his space chair, all alone, orbiting the sun. And he's been here for the last 78 years. Poor lad.
Now that gives you a pretty good sense of what you're in for. A lot of fun, basically destruction simulator type moments. Now, on top of that, one of the coolest things about MartincitoPants is that he delivers some pretty cool educational moments. Now, I'm not sure if he's got some sort of physics or engineering background, but at least from a layman's point of view, the stuff seems pretty sound. Now, let's take a quick look at some of those educational moments.
So, we've done our first launch, got our first bit of science, and completed our first contract. Very good. Next step is to leave the atmosphere of Kerbin and hopefully make it back in one piece. To do this, we'll need to create the most powerful rocket ever built. Obama Prism 2. It's a very complex and intricately engineered rocket. We get Obama Prism 1, then attach 4 more boosters to it. Engineer. The boosters have no decouplers between them, so to get them to separate, we'll use the next booster to explode the spent booster. You'll see what I mean. Let's launch. On our second great journey, we are once again launching our best and bravest pilot, Jeb. He's been around since the very beginning, along with Bill and Bob. A true staple of the KSP universe. Jeb is the first Kerbonaut any aspiring program manager launches. He's also the bravest the entire program has to offer, smiling in the face of even the greatest catastrophe, and he's dead. But why is Jeb dead? Okay class, sit down and buckle your fuckles. In this lesson, we're doing aerodynamic stability, and what even is space anyway? So what actually happened? Well, if we rewind the video, you'll notice a minute and difficult to catch detail that led to Jeb's death. If you look really close, you can see he smashes into the water at several times the speed of sound. Interesting. But why? Passive aerodynamic stability. I want you to imagine a dart flying through the air. The dart can only point in one direction, forward. If you try throwing a dart backwards, it'll just go and point forwards again. This is because a dart has wings at the back and its mass at the front. The dart is passively stable when flying forwards and unstable when flying backwards. Similar situation with the late Obama Prism 2. The mass is concentrated towards the front of the vessel where the capsule is, and the little wings act to keep it stable in the forward direction. Unlucky for us, this direction also happens to make the capsule very aerodynamic, i.e. it doesn't slow down. As we re-entered the atmosphere, the little reaction wheels in the capsule kept it pointing backwards, but once the air got thicker, it pushed on the wings and forced the ship into a nosedive. Once in this position, the craft acts very much like a dart and doesn't slow down enough to open the parachute, ending with Jeb smacking straight into the water at twice the speed of sound. Rest in peace, Jeb. Before Jeb met with the ocean at Mach 2, he managed to fly completely out of the atmosphere, topping out at over 100 kilometers. In KSP, the atmosphere ends at exactly 70 kilometers. You can easily tell when you're there, because the music goes like... On Earth it's a little less clear-cut because there are technically air molecules all the way up past 400 kilometers, but the generally agreed upon altitude that space begins is 100 kilometers, known as the Kármán line. So why is this important? Well, we'd like to get to orbit eventually, which means we'll need to be traveling really fast in one direction. Air doesn't like it when you go through it really fast, so we avoid the air altogether by going up nice and high. Air doesn't reach higher up because Kerbin's gravity pulls it all down to the surface.
Now, Kerbal Space Program gameplay is not the only thing that MartincitoPants delivers. He's also known for the Battlefield 4 Tactics tier list, which is awesome. I will highly recommend that you watch it after this. I will include a link in the description to that video below. But another thing that I will talk about that he's known for is the 20-hour speedrun of Just Cause 3. Now, if you don't know what Just Cause 3 is, that's the game that I've been playing right now and in the background of my commentary, just to get you familiar with it. And that's right, 20 hours.
Hello. I spent over 20 hours on stream speedrunning Just Cause 3. It was quite tough. It tested my patience, my endurance, and my willingness to sacrifice my own personal well-being to obliterate public infrastructure. Our wonderful destination for today is Medici, home of scenic cliffs, bright blue water, giant caves, a horribly oppressive totalitarian government, and me, psychopathic rope guy. Today, I've challenged myself to totally demolish this government as fast as humanly possible. But I'm not just here to destroy the government. I'm going to liberate every town on the map, collect all the collectibles, complete every single challenge, finish the story, and get this big number to 100%. So, let us begin.
Now, this has been my review of MartincitoPants. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you have any channels that you'd like me to review in the future, please drop those recommendations in the channels below. Now, everybody out there, take it easy.